Hi, I'm Molly Jacobson with GV Kids Inc. News. Something I love to do at home is cook. So I'm super excited today because we're visiting the Palate Food+Wine Bar in Greenwood Village. I can't wait to see what's on the menu. Here at the Palate Food+Wine Bar, they have a lot of different things to try. Let's meet Chef Doug DeMarco.
Thank you for coming and visiting me today. What we're going to be doing today is 3 dishes. We're going to do a kind of a kid-friendly mac and cheese that maybe you can do at home or one of the viewers can do at home. We're going to do a dish that is going to take a little bit more of an adventurous cook to do. The last one we're going to do is going to be a dish that we actually prepare here in the restaurant that we serve to our clients. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do here is make you my honorary sous chef for the day. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get you set up here. I got a jacket. So let's get started with our mac and cheese, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the box?
We don't use box here. This is a scratch kitchen. Everything gets done from scratch. So we're going to start first with making what we call a bechamel. Bechamel is a mother sauce that is going to help thicken the mac and cheese at the end of it. So first thing we're going to do is we're taking a cup of milk and we've scalded it, meaning we've brought it to a boil. With that, we're going to add a little bit of butter, equal parts of butter and flour. So the 3 ingredients in a bechamel: butter, milk, and flour. We add some other things here at the restaurant to jazz it up a little bit, but for the home cook, that's basically all you need, those 3 ingredients. What we're going to do is we're going to cook the fat, which is butter, and the flour together, and then we're going to whisk it into the milk. That's what the end product is. That's what the bechamel looks like. So we got the butter, and it's equal parts fat and flour. And we're just going to melt that down and cook it. We try to always be nice and clean in the kitchen. Everything's always got to be clean in our professional kitchen. So while that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and start the mac and cheese. So we've got a pan here. We've got a mixture of oil. This is canola and olive oil. It's good for sauteing things. It's a higher smoke point. Got about 2 ounces of bacon, because all kids like bacon, right? You like bacon? Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna render that down. Rendering means basically removing the fat. We're just melting the fat so that all we have left is the actual belly of the pig. So we got our fat and our flour going here. Once this is all nice and melted, we're going to cook it through for about 2 or 3 minutes. We really want to cook the flour taste out of it so that the finished product doesn't have that kind of floury taste.
So how long does the actual mac and cheese last?
If you make a mac and cheese, you could probably store it for 4 or 5 days after it's all done. So once this bacon, you can start seeing all the fat starting to release out of it, right? That's what you're looking for. Now we've had it given our roux. This is called a roux. We've given it a couple of shakes. Let that flour cook out of it. And we always use, this is what we call in the kitchen a girlfriend. This is a side towel, because everything is hot and we don't want to burn ourselves. So we always have our girlfriend with us. All right, this roux is good. We scalded our milk. Now we're just going to slowly add the roux into the milk, whisking. And that's it. We do other things with it. We put onion and cloves and nutmeg, always salt and pepper. And you see how it's getting all thick? That's what you want. So what we'll do there is let that cook a little bit, and like I said, this is the finished product. So our bacon is about rendered. We want it to get a little crispy. So Get this out of the way. Okay, that's our bechamel. Once this is rendered down, it's always good to have a boiling water going. I got a pan here for the water to recook the pasta. Now we're using penne. I've already cooked it al dente, which means to the tooth. It's just a little bit firm when you bite into it. And that way, when we go to heat it up in the water, it cooks it a little bit more and you're good to go. We got the bacon. Next up, we're gonna add 1 ounce of garlic, 1 ounce of shallot. Give it a toss. You smell? Nice, right?
Amazing.
The pig and the garlic are best friends. They love each other. So that's that. Okay. Next up, give it a little bit. Once you can start seeing through the shallots, it comes translucent. That's when you know it's done and you're ready to go. From there, we're gonna add our bechamel. Okay, 2 tablespoons bechamel. And we are going to use a little heavy whipping cream. I'd say about 2 ounces of heavy whipping cream. Get that all nice and good. And I like to use a little chicken stock just to give it a little bit of flavor and kind of loosen it up at this point. So we got all of that. Now our water is about to boil. So our garnishes are going to be scallions, tomatoes, and a blend of cheeses. Here at the restaurant, we use a blend of 3 cheeses, Parmesan, cheddar, and Gruyere. They're all very good melting cheeses, which you want. Now, we don't bake our mac and cheese. A lot of people bake their mac and cheese. I prefer it more saucy. When you bake it, it turns to kind of dry out, you know? I like my mac and cheese super saucy with lots of cheese. Okay, once that's there, we're gonna go ahead and add our cheese.
So if you're not a professional chef, how long would this normally take?
Not very long. You could probably do mac and cheese for your family in a half hour. It's pretty easy.
Is this a healthier choice than the box mix?
Absolutely. They add all sorts of stuff in there. I don't even think it's cheese. I don't know. So we're going to add our cheese, our scallions, and our red onion. And that's almost there. Drop our pasta in. We got all ours pre-portioned so that when we're in service, everything's nice and quick. All right. So once that cheese starts melting, we take a little sauce spoon, kind of Christmassy in there, and we taste everything. In the kitchen, we always taste, season, and taste. TST, taste, season, taste. Almost. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. See how cheesy it is? You can just see. All right, let's give it another taste. Make sure we're there. Perfect. All right, so once that's there, bring our pasta back up. I like to use a little bit of the water. Here in the restaurant, we do a lot of pasta, so our water gets starchy. All the starches come out of the pasta, and that starchy water helps our sauce. That's a little trick. And see how saucy it is? That's how we like it. So once that's there, from here, and then we have just one more ingredient to top it. Got to have a little crunch, a little texture, and that's where the breadcrumbs come in. Those are just toasted panko breadcrumbs. And then, see, that's how we like it. We like it nice and cheesy and saucy. So you get a nice piece of French bread to mop up all the love. And we go ahead, clean that. It's got to look good. Just a little bit of breadcrumbs. And that's it. That's our mac and cheese.
Wow, that tastes so good and creamy. Next, Chef Doug showed me a delicious way to make salmon. He says it's something that any adventurous cook at home can do, using ingredients from the grocery store. He poached the salmon in a mixture of white wine, olive oil, and butter and seasoned it with herbs.
And some fresh bay leaf and thyme. We use a lot of different fresh herbs in this kitchen. This is our fresh bay leaf, fresh thyme. That's going to flavor our poaching liquid.
Chef Doug added salt and pepper to the salmon too.
We're going to place our fish in there, and that is going to get salt and pepper, always. So we've got this to a boil now, so we're going to go ahead, place it in there, and be careful not to splash up on you, and put a lid on it.
It only took about 7 minutes to cook. Meanwhile, Chef Doug made risotto, pronounced risotto. That's a kind of Italian rice. He added asparagus and spinach and fruit to the finished dish.
Pepper.
While it was cooking, we had a chance to talk.
So Molly, I hear you like to cook at home. What do you like about cooking?
Well, I find it very relaxing, and I love to see what all the ingredients make when they're all mixed together.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's not so relaxing here in a professional kitchen as it is at home, but I hear what you're saying. So when it comes to plating, let's give it a couple of tosses, and right in the middle. Beautiful. Then we're going to top it with our spinach. That's got our nice and kind of melted-y feta cheese that's just going to add a beautiful bite to this dish.
So is the hardest part about this dish what it looks like, or is it about the taste?
Always about the taste, first and foremost. Got to be delicious. So let's have a try, shall we?
We shall.
Now it's good to kind of get a little bit of everything in there. Oh wow.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and you could do that at home.
The last dish the chef prepared is a little exotic, and I wasn't so sure I wanted to try it.
All right, Molly, you ready to learn how to cook octopus?
Octopus? I don't know about that.
Oh, it might look scary and kind of ugly here in the pan, but it is so delicious, and it's a very popular item on our menu.
Cooking the octopus takes about 45 minutes, and then it has to rest for a half hour. While all that was happening, Chef Doug cooked all the other ingredients to go along with the octopus. Making this dish was really complicated. Chef Doug used things like garlic and squid ink and a special vinaigrette.
And then a little bit of the squid ink vinaigrette just dolloped around, right in there.
It looked so good on the plate that in the end, I decided to give it a try.
Atta girl. It's always good to try new things. Is it what you expected?
Not at all.
Not at all, right? So it's always good. If you haven't ever tried something, just give it a try. You never know.
It really was better than I expected. I'm so glad I tried it. But my all-time favorite of all the dishes we made with Chef Doug was...
Yep, you guessed it.
That's a good one and easy to do at home. Just a little practice, you do it a couple times, you're a pro.
You just can't beat mac and cheese. And it was really fun and easy to make it from scratch and not from a box. So don't be scared, just give it a try like I did. Reporting for GV Kids Inc. News from the Palate Food and Wine Bar in Greenwood Village. I'm Molly Jacobson. Bye!
For more in-depth demonstrations of Chef Doug's recipes, visit our Greenwood Village YouTube channel.